All right. You got to go out and do it when you don't feel like it. What am I talking about? There are so many days. I had one a couple of days ago after Thanksgiving. I did not want to go to the gym. I was dying. I didn't want to go to the gym. I was tired. I didn't feel good because I ran that 10-mile, 850 feet of elevation change. I had a chest cold. It wiped me out like nothing else I'd ever done, really. I almost had to quit. So now it's Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and I don't want to go. I do not want to go. But that little voice in my head kept telling me I got to go, and off I went. And for the first 20 minutes, I had my son with me. I was looking for a reason to get away. I was looking for a reason to leave, right? I was legitimizing in my head all the reasons why I couldn't be there. Finally, he and I had a conversation, and I told him I was being a wuss. I told him I was trying to quit, and I was trying to talk myself into it. And if I worked hard enough at it, I was going to be able to find that excuse that would give me reason to go ahead and grab my towel, walk out, and leave. But I doubled down because I have learned over the course of the last 2 years, when it comes to my health in particular, these are lessons I've learned throughout my life, but I had lost them for a few years, and I reconnected with them and found them again in January of last year. And that is that I know where giving up and quitting leads me. I know where pushing through gets me. And I know that if I just buckle down and get through it, finishing one of those workouts or finishing a work project or a new piece of business or whatever it might be, finishing that thing that you don't want to do is simply that much sweeter. It carries you that much farther. It takes you into the next day and the next day and the next day, so much so that I'm telling you guys the story here on the podcast. That's where the real power comes from. That's where my energy comes from. That's why I don't need to be told by anybody, nice job, Jerry. I do it all myself. I go out and I feel it myself and I push through it on my own. And when I want to quit, I have that conversation. I'm honest, but I push. The end of the workout turned out to be way better than I anticipated because I got my second wind, if you will, about halfway through it. And by the end of it, I was crushing and doing a couple of personal records and lifting heavier than I was, the few days before, the week before. So it's really about, as I often say, getting in shape, getting healthy, getting a good diet, setting up a healthy lifestyle is right here. The rest of everything is easy. This discipline part is the hard part. Opportunities are everywhere. You got to go get them. Go for a walk.